In the rhythm of dawn, where dreams take flight, the shadows cast on the canvas of night. Humble beginnings, quiet as can be. A tale unfolds where our spirits find ease. With every beat, with every heart, with every beat, with every heart, in harmony we play our part. Brush the sky, ignite the scene, chase it, go and let it bleed. Together we stand, side by side, let our hearts groove with this beat tonight. Together we stand, side by side, let our souls connect with this love and light. Together, together, let our hearts groove with this beat tonight. Let our soul connect with love and light. Step on stage with the tremble in my heart. Dewdrops glisten on the grass as I start. With passion we'll groove, leap and prance. Stare our fears in the face, they won't stand a chance. Nia na na nia, pamoja na upendo. Jamad united, our light will always guide us. Nia na na nia, pamoja na upendo. Jamad united, our light will always guide us. Nia na na nia, pamoja na upendo. With hearts as one, let the melody remind us. Together we stand, side by side, let our hearts groove with this beat tonight. Together we stand, side by side, let our souls connect with this love and light. Together we stand, side by side, let our hearts groove with this beat tonight. Together we stand, side by side, let our souls connect with this love and light. Together we stand, side by side, let our hearts groove with this beat tonight.
All right. Hello, everyone. I want to ask you, how many of you have memorized this theme song? Because you know, when you're coming to Dubai, we're going to be singing it all the time. So let me know on the chat if you've actually memorized. And if you haven't, you need to memorize it. So artists, athletes, performers, coaches, chaperones, creators, you are our global trailblazers. Yali Mudat and hello. This is it. This is the final call. 1 week to go. 7 days from now, you won't just be packing your bags. You are here where we all are. The volunteers are waiting. You will be making history, and we can't wait. Welcome to the final countdown of Global Encounters Festival 2025. I am never going to get tired of saying that, and I'm actually scared that I'm going to be stopped saying that in 7 days. You are not just attending this festival. You are the festival. I know we've said this in the last 3 calls, but the volunteers here, the attendees here are waiting for you. You are that rhythm behind the music. This music was thought of, made for you. The motion in the arenas. You are the color in every canvas, the strength in every game that you are competing. You are the energy that's going to bring this global celebration to life. Imagine it. You land in Dubai at the international airport and it begins. You'll be welcomed not just with hospitality, but with celebration, with festival hosts, with banners flying all around. And I have to tell you, at DWTC, right around here, we've already put our banners. So the volunteers here are going there, taking pictures. We're seeing those forklifts and putting those banners up. It's happening. It's real for us, and we can't wait for it to be real for you. We will have the transportation company greeting you by name, and your journey into something extraordinary is going to begin. I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for us. Next, you will be whisked away in an air-conditioned comfort to your participating hotel, surrounded by your artists that you've met or haven't met, athletes, collaborators. Then you're going to get to your hotel. Lobbies are going to be buzzing with different accents, different languages, the energy at every corner of the globe. Wherever you bump, you will see one another. Conversations will start. Creative sparks are going to be flying. You're going to be meeting your competitors. And soon, you're going to have lifelong friends. Then you arrive at the Dubai World Trade Center, where the heartbeat of the festival lives. You know all this. We've said it. The check-in is going to be quick. It's going to be smooth. It's going to be digital. And your festival lanyard and badges will unlock that world built around your talent. So make sure you wear it every day. It'll help you with your performance schedules, with your practice venues, art installations, backstage access, lounges, whether you're stepping onto a stage or into the sports stadium. This is your moment for you. So before you know it, we are then gathering thousands and thousands and thousands of people, a celebration of our global Jamaat, and you are at the heart of it. The opening ceremonies. It'll light up the city from inside DWTC, and it's going to begin with you. The world, no pressure, will be watching as you step into the spotlight where you deserve. Whether you're carrying a flag, taking the stage, or leading the March of Nations, music from around the world, performances that will blur that line between art and sport, and that celebration that says one thing loud and clear. This is where the world comes together. This is what unity looks like. This is what excellence will feel like. From the first beat to the final bow, this is your time. That's just day one. Just day one. And over the next few days after that, you will compete, you'll perform, you will collaborate from the gallery halls to the sports arenas, from the rooftop to the street stages. Dubai becomes your canvas. You're going to compete with pride. You're going to perform with passion. You're going to showcase your art, your strength, your soul. But more than anything, you're going to inspire us. Because this festival is not just about medals or applauses. This is more than a performance or a competition. This is your years of preparation. It has not gone unnoticed. This is your sacrifices that you and your families made. Injuries that you recovered from just to get here. Classes, rehearsals, drills, practices, private, public. You pushed through when no one was watching to come here. Now what? This is it. This is it. This is our last call to double check your gear, fine tune your performance, get ready to represent your country. So pack your costume, your shorts, your tights for your uniform, bring your courage, double check your shoes, your instruments, your laces, your voice, your game plan. And I just want to end with a few words. You've trained for this for years. You've dreamed of this. And now it's here. Your story is ready to unfold, and we can't wait to hear it. The volunteers are ready. Dubai is ready. Your global stage is ready. Literally, I've seen it. So I'm going to see you at the airport. I'm going to see you at check-in. Please say hello. Safe travels, everyone. See you on the ground, and welcome to the Global Encounters Festival 2025, representing you. Arts and sports. Thank you.
This is where the world comes together. This is what unity looks like. And this is what excellence feels like. Thank you, Nabila. As you were saying those words, I could literally feel the energy, the cheers in the crowd, and all the excitement buzzing everywhere. Participants, are you guys excited? Let us know in the chat where you are joining in from and what is the one thing that you are most looking forward to. Like Nabila said, This is it. The countdown to Dubai is on. In just 7 days, everything that you have trained for, rehearsed for, dreamed about will be your reality. Today is our final touch point before we see you all in Dubai. So if you still have questions, please send them directly to Irshad Hirani in the group chat today. Thank you. Everything you need to be Dubai ready, we have shared with all of you. So let's have some fun and have some trivia questions for you. Our first question is, what is required for you to check in? Is it A, sunscreen, sun hat, and bottle of water? B, government issued picture ID? C, government issued ID, uniform, and hotel information? Or is it D, passport size photo, equipment, and QR code? We'll give you just a few seconds to answer those questions. You can answer it in the poll, or you can even put it into the chat, A, B, C, or D. Just a few more seconds. Ready? I think we have all the answers, and yes, it's B, government issued picture ID. That's what you're going to need at check-in. All right, trivia question number 2. What time and where do you need to be for opening ceremonies? Is it at 9 a.m. at the International Cricket Stadium? Is it 12 p.m. at the International Table? Is it 1 p.m. at Zabeel Hall 2? Or is it at 3 p.m. at Zabeel Hall 6? A, B, C, or D? Oh, we see the answers coming in. A lot of you have this. Few more seconds. Oh, I think you guys all know this one. You are correct. It's C, 1 p.m. at Zabeel Hall 2. Excellent. Now we have with us today members of the festival organizing team. We have Nick Berganza from legal. We have Hussein Sukiani from transportation. We have Nadia Rajan from check-in. We have Naveed Tejani from hospitality. We have Shahaz Nanji from food and beverage. We have Shezal Samnani from Jubilee Arts. We have Anisa Badruddin from Jubilee Games, and we have Neelam Charnia from the jurisdiction coordinating team. Thank you all of you for joining and helping us to make sure that all our participants are Dubai ready. So Nick, we know that when we travel, we're all gonna need our passports to come into Dubai. But are there any other documents required for traveling to Dubai?
Thanks, Shalina. Hi, everyone. It's you will need your passport or other form of government issued ID. So if you live in Dubai, you may not need to bring your passport. But it's a good idea to have your government issued ID, a power of attorney or parent authorization form if you're a chaperone. That's important to carry with you at all times. If you have medication, it's a good idea to carry with you your prescriptions so that we know what medicine you're on, and that may be asked of you. Finally, please bring your travel insurance. The festival organizing team is issuing policies as we speak. Some of you will be getting them today, in the next few days. Make sure you bring a copy in case you get into any problems while you're in Dubai and need medical attention. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Nick. And Hussein, I have now landed in Dubai. how do I get to my hotel? And will there be transportation provided to DWTC or the other offsite venues?
Yeah, so first of all, as you come in at the airport, right, you get your baggage, you come into the arrivals hall, get ready for something very important, and that is get ready to be welcomed warmly by our volunteers team here. As Nabila was saying, right, the energy is palpable. You can actually feel it, you can actually touch it. But to answer your question, yes, the transportation is available from Dubai Airport, all three terminals, to the designated hotels, and then from hotels to DWTC, and then from DWTC to all the offsite venues as well. So we got transportation covered, all the places where you need to go to. Important call out for the Dubai Airport, we're starting our operations at 12 noon on the 17th, and we'll end the arrival operation at 12 noon on the 20th. But Shalina, we got you covered.
Awesome. Thank you. We knew that you had. And Nadia, we know that the participant check-in starts on July 18th at the Dubai World Trade Center. What do I need to check in, and what credentials or badges or wristbands will we need to get access to all the venues?
Yeah, Shalina, yeah, with everybody, and excited to get this thing going, as Nabila said. So yeah, when you come in to the DWTC on that 18th day, you'll come to the check-in site, and what you need is your government issued ID. I think that was a trivia question earlier too. So as long as you have that ID on you, we will be able to get you checked in. We'll take that ID, we'll get you checked in. And then also what you're gonna need, that's where you're gonna get all your badge, your lanyard, your bag with your uniforms and your kit. So that information will help you, or that badge and that festival pass is what's going to be needed for you to get into, get around everywhere at the DWTC. And then of course there are some events that are ticketed, so you're going to need that as well as your festival pass to gain entry into all those events and those venues.
Awesome. Thank you, Nadia. And Naveed, if I have any questions, if I need help with anything during the festival, are there going to be any help desks or a number to contact to help me and guide me and support me?
Absolutely. So we have our presence at all the participant hotels. So when you check the hotel, you are going to see the hospitality desk. So you can always reach out to them for any queries that you may have. And even when you are in DWTC, so you will find a lot of hospitality desks and Ask Me Anything volunteers who would be there to support you and to guide you with any query that you may have. And what happens if you are not in, let's say, a hotel or DWTC, we have got you covered there as well. We have a WhatsApp number on which you can text us, you can send us a voice note as well if you want to, and we will try to respond to you as soon as possible. Similarly, we have set up a local phone number as well, that in case you need any support, you can also call on that particular number, and our volunteers would be happy to serve you and assist you.
That's fantastic, Naveed. And we're a global Jamaat. We all speak different languages. Is there going to be interpreters or translation services for participants?
Yeah, so we have made sure that whichever hospitality service you reach out to, be it at the hotel, at DWTC or hotline, we have multilingual volunteers available, and we have tried to have volunteers from all around the world, so that whichever language you are comfortable speaking in, we are there to support you in your own language.
Fantastic. And Shahaz, I know that you guys have been so creative with all the meal options for lunches and dinners, but can you tell me a little bit more about the meals provided and where, when, how to get them?
Good question, Shalina. I've got to say, the team and I are excited to welcome all of our participants to their dedicated dining space, the International Table, which is located in halls 1 and 2 at the Dubai World Trade Center. Now, please check the participant guide for the meal time. Not that I don't want to give them to you right now, but they do vary slightly on each day, so everything's in the participant guide. I do want to take this opportunity to request everyone wear their lanyards, because you will need them to get your meal.
Awesome. Thank you, Shahaz. And Neelam, what are the expectations for opening and closing ceremonies in terms of timing, attire, attendance? Can you walk us through that?
Yes, absolutely. So we're asking all participants to check in at Zabeel Halls 2 and 3. So that's where the volleyball and basketball will be happening at 1 o'clock for the opening ceremonies and 10:30 in the morning for the closing ceremonies. The attire is going to be a little bit different. So for the opening ceremonies, each jurisdiction has their own uniforms or kits. Different jurisdictions kind of have a different plan, so check with your jurisdiction leadership for that. And then for the closing ceremonies, we're all going to be getting closing ceremony jackets during the on-site check-in process. So you'll get that on day one, but hang on to those until the closing ceremony so that we are all unified and coming in together with those. And make sure that you bring your lanyards, as others have mentioned. That's very important. And then you also need to bring a big smile because this time is going to be super exciting for everybody.
Fantastic. Thank you. And who do we contact as participants if we run into last minute issues or changes during travel interruptions or concerns on site? Who should be our go-to person?
Yeah, that's a good question. Hopefully nothing happens during travel, but it's best to be prepared, right? So before you leave, make sure that you have contact information for somebody from your jurisdiction leadership team so that you can reach out in case of any interruptions or emergencies.
Fantastic. And Shezel, when will I receive my sports matches or performing arts schedules? Have they been released yet?
Yes, thank you. Here's an exciting update. You all have been waiting for. The Jubilee Games schedule is officially out. It dropped just 2 days ago on July 10th. If you haven't seen it yet, now is the time to dive in and start mapping out your festival journey. And that's not all. The full Jubilee Arts IPA show and rehearsal schedule was sent to all artists and jurisdiction leads on June 29th via email. So please make sure you have reviewed it, connected with your teams, and are on track for what's going to be an absolutely unforgettable celebration of talent and unity. And for our amazing art gallery and film festival artists, your event invites are just around the corner. You will receive them in a couple of days, so stay tuned.
Fantastic. Thank you, Shezel. And Anissa, where do I go for real-time updates on all things schedule related for the festival? For example, if there's any last-minute changes to the schedule, to my games, to my performances, how will that be communicated?
That's a great question. And I know that's top of mind for artists and athletes alike. So all of the schedules will be updated in real time on the Smiley app. So just make sure that you're checking there. And for the athletes, I can tell you that we also have the WhatsApp groups with your captains if you're a team sport athlete. And if you're an individual athlete, you have your own WhatsApp channel. So that's another way that you'll get some real-time updates. But the Smiley app will be the main communication stream to go through. And of course, there's wonderful volunteers around that you can ask as well.
Thanks, Anissa. That's great. Thank you so much. So don't forget to check the festival app for any updates, schedule updates, rehearsal updates, or whatever information that you guys all need. Okay, with that, we're ready for our round 2 of the trivia questions. This one is, what transportation services are provided for you? Is it airport to designated hotels, airport to designated hotels to DWTC? Is it airport to designated hotels to DWTC, DWTC to offsite venues, or is it D, airport to DWTC? Guys, I've been doing so great with all of these trivia questions. I know you guys have been listening. I know you have this. Oh, I see the answers coming in. Absolutely correct. Yes, C, airport to designated hotels to DWTC once you check in, and then from DWTC, if you need to go to any of the offsite venues, transportation is available for you there. Awesome. Thank you. All right. Last trivia questions for today. Where do you go to get dinner, and what time is dinner served? Is it A, at the international table on day 1 at 7 to 11 p.m. and day 2 to 8 from 6 to 10 p.m.? Or is it at the Food Village from 9 to 10 p.m.? Or C, no food for participants? Or is it D, Food Festival 24 hours a day? This should be easy. Yes, you are correct. It's A, the international table. Day 1 starts at 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. because we will be having opening ceremonies in the evening. So as soon as opening ceremonies are done, and then from day 2 to 8, it will be from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. You guys did so well with those. All right, panelists, are you guys ready for all the questions that have come in through the chat? Nick, you're up. Could you please explain more about travel and health insurance?
Yes, of course. So there will be policies issued to all participants. So that's athletes, artists, chaperones, performers, and on-site, organizing team members, volunteers. And so they will all receive their policies in the next few days. We were advised by the travel agency yesterday that these are being issued. And so that's good news. It will cover emergency medical treatment, which will be required in emergencies, but also travel issues. So if your flight's cancelled or you lose your passport, they will be covered there for that. Full details will be have been shared already with jurisdiction leads. So ask your JL to give you more information.
That's great. Thanks, Nick. And what if I didn't get our email about visas just yet?
So we got an update yesterday from the visa team. They are busy processing visa applications. We are doing our utmost to get communications out to all participants as soon as possible. I think around 2,000 have already been approved. So, you should hear imminently, and we're on it. And apologies if you've been waiting for a bit long.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Nick.
Thanks.
Naveed, you're up. Will I be receiving a festival pass, Naveed?
Say that again, please.
Oh, no. Okay. So the festival pass is we need to go online and we need to purchase our festival pass, but all participants fantastically have a festival pass for themselves. So you do not need to go purchase it. You are entitled to the festival pass when you do your check-in. You can check in there as well for that. So not to worry. But you will get your festival pass, you will get your lanyards, you will get your uniforms or attire that you will need in your welcome bags when you do your check-in on the 18th and 19th, or if you're traveling in late, on the 20th at DWTC. All right. Our next question is for transportation. Hussein, if I'm managing multiple sports at different offsite venues, what's the best mode of transportation?
Oh, that's a great question. Let me use a prop here. So DWTC is our hub for the bus operation, right? So we're running buses from DWTC to venue 1, to venue 2, to all the venues, right? So each of the segments you can expect to take about 60 minutes to get to each of the venues. Now, if you're trying to go between venues, right, you have to come back to WTC first and then go to venue 2. So depending upon your schedule, you can either use the GE transportation and keep in mind that it can take about 60 minutes to go back and forth, or you can also use rideshare apps like Uber or Careem. So you have both the options available based upon your own schedule.
That's great. Thank you so much, Hussein. And how long, once I land in Dubai, how long is the transportation ride from the airport to my designated hotel average?
Yeah. Again, great question, right? So it depends upon which designated hotel you are staying in and how far that is from the airport. But we're estimating to keep about 60 minutes. So the time you board the bus to get to your hotel, plan for about 60 minutes to get to the hotel. Now, if you have to come back to check in at WTC, I would ask that you keep another hour to get to WTC to check in. So easy to remember, hour to go anywhere from one point to the other.
Awesome. I know your team has been working hard to make sure that all the participants are looked after and have a seat on that bus to get from the airport to their hotel, and then hotel to DWTC to get checked in. And then if they need to get to anywhere offsite, then from DWTC to the offsite venues on that circle that you guys will be going with the buses. So thank you so much for all that you guys have done.
Thanks.
Nadia, at what date, time, and venue will the participants be able to register on site? All right. So I think if I am correct, and if anybody else can. Oh,
I'm
Nadia.
on mute.
Okay.
Somebody had to do it, and it had to be me. It had to be me, the one who started talking on mute. So sorry about that. So yeah, so on-site check-in will start on the 18th at 8 a.m. in SSH or Hall 3. So you'll just make your way to Hall 3. We open at 8 a.m. and we'll be there to give you your kit and your badge and lanyard.
Perfect. And what about spectators? Where do they check in and get their festival pass and badge?
So spectators don't actually have that a badge or a lanyard, but you can. They would be going to their respective areas to get the festival pass or tickets. We have a platinum desk that's going to be able to give you your tickets and get your information there. But they don't necessarily have like an actual badge that they need to worry about, which is less thing for a spectator to worry about.
Okay. Thank you. And will there be sorry, I'm going to move away from some of these questions that are for Naveed because he's not having good reception. But Hussein, do we have, is there transportation from Sharjah Airport?
Yes. So let me clarify the Dubai first, right? Because it will make sense to clarify the Sharjah situation also. So in Dubai, we're running non-stop shuttles from 12 noon on July 17th to 12 noon July 20th. So anybody who's coming in during that time will get the pickup. For Sharjah and also for Abu Dhabi, we have targeted pickups. And that is based upon the data that we have received from each of the jurisdictions. So if you have already submitted your information to us, if you're staying in one of those designated hotels, and if you're coming within the time frame of 17th to 20th, you will get picked up from Sharjah as well.
Okay, perfect. And I know we talked about transportation from the airport to the designated hotels, but we have a few people who want to know if there's going to be transportation directly from the airport to DWTC.
Not when you're arriving. The shuttles will go directly to the hotels, but then so there's no segment running from WTC and airport directly. So we're coming to airport for the hotel first, and then from hotels to DWTC.
Okay. And if I am getting on a bus and I'm a participant, can my family members join me on the bus as well?
Absolutely. Yes, we got families covered as well.
Okay, perfect. All right. Anissa, are you ready?
As ready as I can be. Let's do this.
All right. When will I receive my schedule as a participant? I know we just had this question, but if you can just reiterate it again for everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. So most of the sports schedules were already released and the rest are coming shortly. So you should be getting them in the next day or two.
Perfect. And how will I get those schedules? Can you just remind us?
Yeah, you should be receiving them through the communication channels that have been used by the WhatsApp channels from your captain or in your individual sports, as well as from your jurisdiction leads as well. They've been kind of supporting that.
Perfect. And how do I get tickets for the final games for friends and family members?
Yeah, so if you are a finalist, you will receive 4 tickets that you are able to give to friends and family to attend that final game.
Perfect. If I'm a coach, will I be allowed on the pitch for cricket?
No, coaches will not be allowed at the pitch for cricket.
And that's because?
That's due to the regulations and rules that are there in place for the cricket matches.
Okay. What are appropriate bottoms for athletes? Are logos or sponsorships allowed on the bottoms? Because we will be responsible for bringing our own bottoms.
So no logos on the playing uniforms unless it's the manufacturer logo. So no sponsor logos are allowed.
Okay. So, but it could say Nike or it could say Adidas or anything like that?
That's the manufacturer logo, yeah. But just no sponsorship logos.
Okay, perfect.
Mm-hmm.
As a participant, can we go watch other sports once we're finished with our sport?
I hope you do. Yes. And there will be sports at multiple venues throughout the day and night. So, keep a lookout for that schedule. If you have friends or family that are playing in other sports, or, maybe they're at an outdoor venue at night, you want to make sure that you're supporting them as well. And, keep in touch with the transportation schedule if you want to go to an offsite. But absolutely, we should be supporting each other to watch our games.
Okay. And will there be medals for our athlete winners?
Yes, there will be medals. There are 3 places. So there will be a bronze, a silver, and a gold. And this is for team and individual/double sports. So yes, it's a competition. So let's see how we do.
Okay, perfect. And if tickets are sold out, is there any way to access matches in other ways, especially for family members?
I believe there will be some that are live streamed and you can see them across different venues. At least across DWTC. So hopefully that's another avenue where folks can watch the games.
Okay, perfect. And I know in some areas there's limited seating. So is there seating capacity for parents to watch tennis matches?
I believe there is capacity to watch the tennis matches. There may be some limitations or considerations for the finals, and we'll be able to share that more as we get closer.
Okay, perfect. Will the games be live for family and friends who are not able to attend the festival?
Not all games, but there will be some that are going to be live streamed, and you'll know which ones those will be as we get closer, and you can definitely tell your family and friends to watch that.
Okay, cool. Anissa, there were a lot of questions from our athletes for you. I'm just going to have a quick look here to make sure that we haven't missed it. And I know this is similar to a question that we just had, but will cricket coach be allowed to, with their team in the dugout?
So similar, so they're not allowed in the pitch. And when we talk about the dugout, that will look different as well. So if you have that specific question, just make sure that you're asking that in your WhatsApp group for cricket. So you're getting the consistent answer from the sports execution team.
Okay. Thank you, Anissa. And there may be some more questions that come up, so hang on tight there.
Sounds good. Thank you all.
Okay. Shezel. For Jubilee Arts, I haven't received any update regarding my film festival screening time.
Thank you for asking that question. So your film festival screening time will be with your artist license. So I am not sure which specific film the artist is referring right now, but I suggest you get in touch with your artist license and they should be able to help you with that.
Perfect. Thank you. And I know there's a couple more questions coming in for you, but you got off easy. It looks like all the artists have all the information that they need, which is fantastic. Okay, Shahaz, food. Is the food facility also available for parents?
There is food available for all. So in the international table, food is only available for athletes, artists, and volunteers. However, we know how important it is to eat with your family. So what we've done is you're able to collect your food from the international table and go to the neighboring dining space, which is called the Food Festival. There's an array of food trucks from around the world. I'm hoping to try and get through all 39 of them, but I'm not sure if I will. But there is the Food Festival, there is the Food Village next to the Global Village, and there's also on-site restaurants. So there is lots and lots of options. Over 50 different types of food are available, and lots of desserts too. So you might find me at the ice cream truck at the end of the day.
Well, ice cream will be a big hit in Dubai in that hot weather, right? So I'll see you there as well.
See you there.
Okay. Neelam, are there separate tickets for opening and closing ceremonies for athletes, or who will the lanyard QR code allow us to, and where will the lanyards allow us to attend?
Okay, so you won't be receiving actual tickets. So if you look on your tickets, like if you bought tickets for other events, the opening and closing ceremonies won't be listed on there. Your seating will be managed with your lanyard and with your badge as you suggested. So when you go to Zabeel with that check-in process, then we're going to be managing seating for the opening and closing ceremonies. So make sure you have those lanyards, and again, you won't be seeing that on your entitlements.
Okay, awesome. So the festival pass for artists and athletes includes the opening and closing ceremonies, but what about family members?
That's a good question. So the festival pass does not include opening and closing ceremonies for family members. If they'd like to have a seat and attend that, then they're going to have to go and buy tickets.
Okay, and can you clarify for us, Neelam, is a badge the same as the festival pass?
That's a good question. So kind of. So the festival pass is that QR code that was emailed out to you. You can also access it on the Smiley app. But that QR code is also going to be printed on your badge, on your lanyard. So kind of, it's on there as well.
Okay. So what you're saying is have your lanyard with you at all times.
Absolutely.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much, Neelam. I'm going to have a quick look around and see if there's any more questions that have come in. Anissa, will there be individual awards such as Best Player, MVP, Best Goalkeeper, anything like that besides the awards that you earlier mentioned?
So those are great. And I think we would love to do something like that. But with over 3,000 athletes, that's a little difficult, as you can imagine. So there will be just placement medals, which is what I mentioned in the first, second, third place with the bronze, silver, and gold. However, if you feel like on your team you want to do superlative awards like that, you should definitely do that and let us know who got what award. We'd love to know.
Perfect. And that's a great idea. We will be going home and we will be celebrating our artists and athletes. So definitely we can incorporate these individual awards. So thank you for that plug-in, Anissa. Nadia, what if I'm coming in earlier than the 18th? Where do I go to check in?
So on-site check-in for athletes, artists, and performers, etc., that's going to be the 18th. So you just need to hold out, come visit us on the 18th. That just gives you a free day to not have to worry about that. So come visit us on the 18th. If you're coming later, after we have on-site check-in from the 18th, 19th, and the 20th. If you're coming in later than that, we will have a table and directions on where to go outside of that hall on the 21st, where you can still get checked in. And again, on-site check-in for athletes and artists, that's the 18th, starting at 8 a.m. Again, that's where you can just come on the 18th. And something to clarify on what we were talking about earlier, spectators, those kind of non-athletes, non-artists, there'll be tables all around outside of our on-site check-in where you can get your badge and lanyard. So I did misspeak. I wanted to kind of clarify that.
Okay, great. And can I pick up my lanyard when I'm checking as a participant for another fellow artist or athlete?
So we do not really recommend that. We really need to see the person that's going to have their picture on their badge. We want to make sure that that's the same person. So at this point, we do advise and recommend or request that that person come in person and get their badge and lanyard. And there's more that comes with that, especially if they're an athlete or an artist. They have bags that go with that have sizing. So we want to make sure that we're giving that person the right things that belong to them.
Okay, perfect. And can my family members check in at the same time as me when I'm checking in as an artist or an athlete?
So a couple of angles to that question, kind of depends on what we're talking about. So the word that we use is if you're a minor. So if you're underage and you have a parent that's your chaperone, then yes, you will come into on-site check-in with us in that specific Hall 3 as you're a participant and you have a chaperone. So yes, you'll bring that family member that's your chaperone to come in and get checked in. If it is outside of that, where you're not necessarily a minor, you are of age and you are coming to check in, so you will check in Hall 3 at on-site check-in for participants. And then again, as mentioned earlier, your family members will go at the other registration tables that are outside of that specific hall and get their badges, etc.
Perfect. And I know that I need a picture ID to do my check-in. Is the government ID the same as a passport, or do we need other documents?
That is going to be sufficient. A passport is sufficient. So any kind of government issued, so a passport is government issued. So an NIC card, a passport, a driver's license, any one of those that's government issued will work for us.
Okay, perfect. Thanks for all those answers, Nadia. I'm going to jump over to Hussein for a couple of last questions here. How do I know if my accommodation is part of the selected hotels, which transport will go where, and is there a place to follow a transport schedule so I know?
Yeah, so the list of designated hotels is available on the GE Festival website. So I'd recommend we check that out. And as far as the schedule is concerned, that will be published in the next few days. Just to give you an idea, right? It's every hour, top of the hour. We're getting pretty close to a 24-hour coverage now.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you. And will early morning transportation be provided directly from hotels to Dubai Hills?
That is correct. Not just Dubai Hills. We are actually providing direct transportation from the hotels to certain offsite venues to support specifically early morning games on certain dates. So that is correct.
And what would those be, just so we're clear what those early morning games are?
That will be on the schedule. We'll publish a detailed schedule. So all the early morning games that we have in each of the offsite venues will be available on those.
Okay. And is the transportation schedule, you just mentioned it's available, right? So it will have all the scheduling from airports, designated hotels, and DWTC to the offsite facilities?
Correct. Yeah, it will be a detailed schedule. We'll publish in the next few days. But like I said, to give you an idea, every hour, top of the hour, we're getting pretty close to a 24-hour coverage everywhere.
Okay, perfect. Thanks so much, Hussein, to you and your team for all of the work that you guys are doing. And thank you to all our panelists for all of those answers to all the questions that our participants had. I hope that we've tried our best to answer all of those questions for you. Okay. Hopefully, you guys are all feeling more confident and even more excited about your creativity and your competitions, and even more excited about the long-term connections that you will make in Dubai in just short 7 days. And now it's my honor to introduce our ever-inspiring leader. Please join me in warmly welcoming our project lead for Global Encounters Festival 2025, Zahir Ladani. Zahir?
Selena, thank you. Can you hear me okay, Selena?
Yes, we can.
I wanted to be here, and you guys know it's hot in Dubai. So I've been out almost all day. We were redoing my last views of the cricket stadium and the tennis facilities and the football facilities and all of that. But I wanted to show you, and just if you guys can look what's behind me. This is coming real, people. This is all real now. This is if you come to Dubai and you come across the World Trade Center, this is across the World Trade Center and the biggest banner we could find to welcome you all to come to Dubai. So Mubaraki, everybody. And we wanted to say the team is already here. The team is already working. I would be happy to take you into one of the halls and stuff, but they may kick me out because both the opening ceremony hall, in both halls of the opening ceremony, are now being almost built and getting ready. So when you come, you'll start not to just see what's behind me and the posters and the stuff that's on there, but you'll start to see the vibe of the country. And you'll see what's going on. You can see just behind me is also the Museum of the Future. And that's where the location of this is, right? So Mubaraki, all of you. And we as the team are looking forward to having you here in Dubai. Let me say a few things as you get ready and you pack and you prepare yourself. First of all, be ready and do know that you are coming here for a few things. One, you're coming to compete. You are representing your jurisdictions. And so either in sports or in arts, you are here to showcase or compete on behalf of your jurisdiction. But number two, you're here to compete so fearlessly, but in a different manner. At the end of the day, we're brothers and sisters. At the end of the day, when we come to compete as brothers and sisters, we will on the court compete, and then we'll give each other a hug. And we'll get to know each other. And as we finish the festival and we go through the festival, we'll leave as a family. We will leave as a family. The other thing I want you to prepare. I want you to be ready and come prepared with the best of heart that you can come with. And when we say we want you to come with the best of heart, it's come with a generosity in your mind. Come with the saying that this is one of the largest arts and sporting events that are ever held in the world. But this is a different sporting event, an arts event in the world. This is done by us, for us. This is not like what any other community does. This is done by you, me, and everybody else who's working. You have done this, your jurisdictions have done this over the years, and doing this. That's the difference of this. So in this festival, people are not using just their minds and brains. They're using their hearts. And this is only possible when we do that. So I ask that you come with generosity, because hundreds, thousands of people have been working tirelessly for you. And the third thing I would say is when you're finished, or friends and family who would like to have the pleasure and enjoy the pleasure of serving at a large event, let them know. And join us. Because I do tell you, it is so much fun doing this. And the learning we're all getting is tremendous. So those are the three things. The last part. Get ready. Pack your bags. Pack enough sunscreen. Your water bottles. Let's make this a tremendous, tremendous event for the Global Jamaat as we participate, we compete, and at the end of the day, we connect with each other and live as one brotherhood under the Imam of the time. Today is a historic day. This is the time. Today, Shah Rahim, our Imam, is giving Tidar to the Paris Jamaat for the jurisdiction of France. And with his blessings, we're having this festival. So on behalf of all the volunteers around the world, it is my pleasure to say welcome to Dubai. All of you, hope you have a safe trip. May Mola be with all of you. And we look forward to seeing all of you. And I have one request when you get here. Any one of us you see, please come and give a big hug. Because we all need one, but I think it'll make it even more fun. Thank you, everybody. Yali Madat, and look forward to seeing you all very, very soon. Yali Madat.
This is your moment, so just take the lead fearlessly
and work to be the best place that you can breathe, you can breathe.
The sun is calling you, so keep on rising,
Shining brightly, don't stop climbing. Come on, come on,
you make me better.
come on,
Let's rise together.
come on, be who you are. Come on, let's shout it louder. Come on,
You make me better.
come on,
Let's rise together.
come on, everybody in the crowd. Come on, let's shout it louder. We rise to new heights. No sign is too high. Too high, let's go, go, go. Come on, let's go. Let's go, 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 go. Come on, let's go. Too high, let's go, go, go. Come on, let's go. Go, go, go. Come on, let's go.
Yeah. Who spit the game at the morph for diamond? The kid that run the game and who walk with giants. It's an awkward silence. Don't say nothing to sheep, we just talk with lions. It's not chance, not a mystery. It's a plan to leave doubters in disbelief. Lay hands on it first to make history and plant a flag in the earth in this victory.
وين الحلم وين الأمل وينك من زمان بدنا نطلع بدنا نوصل لأعلى مكان
अगर तुम जो ठान लो छूना है आसमां तारे तुम्हारी होंगी सवारियां अगर तुम जो ठान लो पाना है ये जहां तुमसे ही होंगी सारी कहानियां We rise to new heights. No sign is too high. Too high, let's go, go, go. Come on, let's go. Let's go, 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 go. Come on, let's go. Too high, let's go, go, go. Come on, let's go. Go, go, go. Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. Mi che ce l'ho. Mi ha che vorrem. Nella erbo. Come on, let's go. Mi che ce l'ho. Mi ha che vorrem. Nella erbo.
Let's go, come on, let's go.